Off the bar, I'm too persistent. With income and no cast. Get it on my own, no collab. But a bar with me, that's a body bag.
Yo, people, fam. Always telling me, where my line jazz back in with another reaction. Man, I got Izzie Gibbs, chosen, fam. Now, I've been following this guy's journey for a bit, fam. You know what I'm saying? Someone that's quite underrated in this thing, has different styles. He's an artist, fam. You know what I'm saying? Bloody can dip into different bags and that, fam, and serve it up to you in different ways, fam. You know what I'm saying? His music palette is quite expanded, fam. You know what I'm saying? Blood, I wasn't going to react to this one, and I thought, nah, man, let me react to this. I don't know if anyone else has or whatever, but let's get into this one. Shout out Izzie Gibbs 10 times. Shout out to the squad. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into this one, man.
Yeah.
Don't know why. DKNY. Swoosh.
Life's menacing, messing with my messages. Universe blessing gifts, devil lie, let me in. Sick and tired of being tired, still pedaling. Pressure on me, it's more than adrenaline. How you do me so wrong, knowing I give everything. They told me stop, knowing I give this everything. My siblings, I love them a lot, for them I do anything. But bro say I act like a pops, can't say that I'm not. I'm trying to better it. See you in them places I've never been. Watching faces you're friendly with. I've been selfless and left myself with less. As long as I'm blessed with health, I try to deal with stress. Thinking
this guy gave you about 50,000 life lessons, blood. 50,000 quotables, blood. 50,000 things that you could walk away from the video right now and have learned something, blood. All my days, blood. I didn't even want to stop him, blood, because when people get into that bag, fam, you don't want to, you know what I'm saying, blood? You don't want to ruin it, fam. That beat, blood, perfect, fam. Perfect, fam. The way the bass is spaced out and that, blood. You know what I'm saying, fam? Like, it gives you attention to all the layers in that, blood, but it's not taken away from what Gibbs is trying to say to you, fam. You know what I'm saying? And what he said right there, blood, you give people everything, blood. That's the thing, blood. When you meet a new person, blood, to actually give them your all, blood, because if you're a person that when you're a person that calls your friends bros, you know what I'm saying, but will die for your family, die for your bros, do whatever you need for them and that, fam. You can't always just give your all to a person and that, fam. You got to reserve that until you find that thing to where it's like, okay, I can actually trust you, blood. You know what I'm saying, blood? I can actually treat you a certain type of way. Then you actually know how to move on that. Because if you're out here just giving every single person your heart and that, fam, certain motherfuckers ain't gonna hesitate to do you dirty, fam. You know what I mean, blood? But that beat drop was perfect though, blood.
life's menacing, messing with my messages. Universe blessing gifts, devil lie, let me in. Sick and tired of being tired, still pedaling. Pressure on me, it's more than adrenaline. How you do me so wrong, knowing I give everything. They told me stop, knowing I give this everything. My siblings, I love them a lot, for them I do anything. But bro say I act like a pops, can't say that I'm not. I'm trying to better it. See you in them places I've never been. Watching faces you're friendly with. I've been selfless and left myself with less. As long as I'm blessed with health, I try to deal with stress. Thinking about the days when I was less than the last step away from seeing death. I can't even begin to think how things would be if I was dead. Who's gonna share the light, break the bread? I ain't perfect, I'm taking steps to say the best. Hope it's
Lucky when he didn't say think, he said thinking. I thought he was gonna do a Tinkerbell thing, but then he said light blood because Tinkerbell is a fairy blood, light all of them thing there. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was gonna mention Tinkerbell. I'm glad he didn't, because that would have been a bit corny, fam. You know
you're
what I'm
friendly
saying?
with. I've been selfless and left myself with less. As long as I'm blessed with health, I try to deal with stress. Thinking about the days when I was less than the last step away from seeing death. I can't even begin to think how things would be if I was dead. Who's gonna share the light, break the bread? I ain't perfect, I'm taking steps to say the best. Hope it's worth it or I made a mess. If it's laid, I can't stay in bed. But even then, not to break attempts. If I could swap with Bright, I'm trading places. It's not a price that can make me drop the side I came with. It's not
Yo, the layers to the beat though, the layers to the beat, from they keep adding layers, man. I'm like,
or I made a mess. If it's laid, I can't stay in bed. But even then, not to break attempts. If I could swap with Bright, I'm trading places. It's not a price that can make me drop the side I came with. It's not justified when they move like pagans. It's just a lie when they say they made it. About fly, man, they in the same shit. Don't get a blind when you really hate it. Because you can't do it, don't mean I can't take risks. Remember going through it, on my face getting faded. About to level up, bruv, you've never been caking or active. I was, and I stopped mama being frustrated, that's man shit. You get me, you ready, tell me, cause where I'm from's madness, no help. Just sells with the trappers, squares with the scammers. Who cares? In the patterns we got flair, and the family's what matters. And you think these rappers are gone clear? Can't you see their fashion? You're fucking with a pattern, it's weird. Before you had money, you was rapping about rapping. Cause your life wasn't worth tracking, it's funny. Never sold a pack, your cat. Could've been yourself, it's sad.
nah, blood. And I always gotta say this, fam, just because a person has a nice car, just because a person has jewels and is shining, just because he has nice clothes, fam, whether the fake or not, blood. I don't mean that they're living good enough, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood? Just because someone's appearance-wise might look like they have it together, you don't know what a person's going through, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood? Whether they're trying to fake it, whether they're trying to hide it, blood, or try to mask the image into something else that they're not, fam. Yeah, you don't know a person's situation, fam. It don't mean that they're doing good, fam.
See that fashion, you're fucking with a pattern, it's weird. Before you had money, you was rapping about rapping. Cause your life wasn't worth tracking, it's funny. Never sold a pack, your cat. Could've been yourself, it's sad. Why everyone wanna be bad? If there's a million ways to die, it's the same to stay alive, get money. Anything other than that, you mad facts.
There's a million ways to die, then there's a million ways to live. Oh my days, fam. Fucking hell. That is a bar. I always say this, blood. There's certain things that every single rapper, blood, at every single tier and caliber will always say, fam. There's just certain lines and that, fam, that will never die, that will never get old, fam. But the way he just flipped that, blood, man said there's a million ways to die. You know, there's a million ways to die, my nigga. Choose one. Invest in a few guns. He just said there's a million ways to die, blood. I was, who's that? Mob Deep, blood? Yeah, man just said there's a million ways to die, fam. Then that means there's a million ways to live, fam. So fucking find one, fam. That right there, blood. Out of all the bars that I heard, I'm taking that one right there, fam.
It's to die, it's the same to stay alive, get money. Anything other than that, you mad facts. Too smooth, put that on my do-rag. Two moves, new bands, I do that. Pull myself down with a blue fan. That's bare notes in the youth's hand. In my viz, I might stunt with a few grand. Piss off if that's my aim to stay alive, get money. Anything to be bad. If there's a million ways to die, it's the same to stay alive, get money. Anything other than that, you mad facts. Too smooth, put that on my do-rag. Two moves, new bands, I do that. Pull myself down with a blue fan. That's bare notes in the youth's hand. In my viz, I might stunt with a few grand. Piss off a few man. All this pain can't break me, no games, we going crazy. Mama tell me my siblings, my kids. Cause when she go, I gotta do the thing she did. Crazy, when you told me that I was a kid.
These are the kind of man that I can look to, blood. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a younger brother. I'm a younger brother and an older brother. I'm an older brother of 4 and a younger brother of 3, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood? So these are the kind of people that I'm looking to, blood. In terms of, I don't know him, blood, but in terms of advice-wise through the tune and that, blood. You know what I'm saying? I can definitely take some of this. Because, you know, sometimes as well, blood, people be chatting in the little raps and them thing there, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood? I don't think like Gibbs is right now, blood. You know what I'm saying? But there's certain rappers that will preach certain things but not do it themselves, blood. You know what I'm saying? Not even rappers, actually. Human beings in general, blood. Your mom, your dad, your uncle, auntie might tell you, yo, this. Next thing you know, fam, they're not doing what they're preaching. You know what I'm saying, blood? So just human beings in general, blood. But the ish that he's saying, I can definitely take it from him, blood. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a big bro and a little bro myself, fam. You know what I mean? Both sides of the spectrum.
Told her don't talk like that, we getting rich. I'll protect you from evil things and reasons. I'll be for him and him. I need to think, I need to get grip. I can let go in a bit. I need to think. At least you know I never switch. At least you know what it is.
Nah, man, I told you, man, this guy's an artist, fam. Artistry, blood. I told you, blood, he's an artist, fam. He does this, blood. He does this in his spare time, fam.
I need to get grip. I can let go in a bit. I need to think. At least you know I never switch. At least you know what it is. At least you know. At least you know. At least you know I never switch. At least you know what it is. My purpose is greatness, I can't be twerking for status. I see them do that shit.
Imagine I can't be talking for status, blood. The fact that he said that with his, wait, did he say it
what it is. My purpose is greatness, I can't be twerking for status. I see them do that.
No, he did say it with his straight face, fam.
Shit, ain't I hurting your anus? I see them turning their favorites to earn us looking for status. I see them do that shit. Ain't I hurting your anus? I see them turning their favorites to earn us some ratings. Then took a turn for the worst, now they're hating. Wow, how? Cause I'm not waiting. No games when it comes to getting cake, and I'm not playing by this money. Who I came with, trust me, I don't care. You shot niggas, shot drugs, everywhere's got crud. Must be mad if you think it's us that's not plugged. I get.
Yo! You shot niggas, you shot drugs. It's not just your ends, fam. Everywhere's got crud. You know, so mad if you think me and my niggas ain't plugged. Yo! There's been a few schemes in here, blood, that he's done, fam, and it's been ridiculous. And the fact is, just before the scheme that he just finished with the shot drugs, all of them thing there, he did another mad one with the hating, waiting, stating, flating, grating, and them thing there, fam. So you're gonna tear that back even more, blood.
At least you know I never switch.
Listen to the way he flips his words.
My purpose is greatness, I can't be twerking for status. I see them do that shit, ain't I hurting your A-list. I see them turning their favorites to earnings and ratings. Then took a turn for the worst, now they're hating. Wow, how, cause I'm not waiting on games when it comes to getting cake. And I'm not playing by this money or who I came with. Trust me, I don't care. You shot niggas, shot drugs, everywhere's got crud. Must have mad if you think it's us that's not plugged. I get busy, just went city. Left richer than when I left Izzie. Izzie dead pretty, my bitch too bad. With that piercing on her left titty. You mad you can't do it like me, you silly. Not making sense like a blue bad. With that piercing on her left titty.
I think he said piercing, blood. Who the hell pierces one titty, fam? That isn't that like, isn't it supposed to be like symmetrical and that, fam? Like, just imagine your body, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at your body and how it's formed, fam, like, one eye is not gonna be bigger than the other or significantly, or one side of the mouth ain't gonna be different to the other side of the mouth, fam. You know what I mean? Like, one nostril ain't gonna be different. So why would you just get one piercing? Everything's supposed to be symmetrical, blood. So why the hell do you only have one piercing on one titty, bruh? That's weird, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Richer than when I left Izzie. Izzie dead pretty, my bitch too bad. With that piercing on her left titty. You mad you can't do it like me, you silly. Not making sense like a blue billy. I do too many things to choose, not the things I do really. I'm oozing drippy, that use too litty. Who's he, Izzie? Remember the name of
Nah.
It's like a blue billy. I do too many things to choose, not the things I do really. I'm oozing drippy, that use too litty. Who's he, Izzie? Remember the name, I'm on flames, real ones fucking with me.
Hey, that's a mad one though, blood, because man's oozing drippy. Who's he, blood? Izzie, fam. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like he's questioning himself and also mentioning his name at the same time and that, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood? Like, is it drippy, blood? Izzie, fam? You know what I'm saying, fam? But then also mentioning his name at the same time, fam.
All this pain can't break me, don't games we going brazy. Mama tell me my siblings, my kids. Cause when she go, I gotta do the thing she did. Crazy, when you told me that I was a kid. Told her don't talk like that, we getting rich. I'll protect you from evil things and reasons. I'll be for him and him. I need to think, I need to get a grip. I can let go. I need to think. At least you know I never switch. At least you know.
By the way, blood, the maddest thing is that his verses were pretty much all on the same kind of cadence and that, and consistency in that. And then on the chorus, blood, which is the shortest little part, fam, shortest little section, and only like he only repeats it twice or whatever, fam, had about 3 different flows in it. You know what I'm saying? He kept the cadence simple with the verses so he can really convey what he's trying to convey, and then had fun with the choruses and that, and dipped 3 flows in there, fam, and 3 different styles as well, because he speeded it up, slowed it down, and then went on a melodic type of thing. Like, bro, come on, fam. One thing as an artist, blood, you know what I'm saying, the greats is that they have structure, fam. And this tune has structure, fam. Come on, man.
At least you know what it is. At least you know. At least you know. At least you know I never switch. At least you know what it is.
I'm blinded by your grace. Nah, that was cold, though. That was cold.
It felt right, you know what I'm saying? It felt right, that wasn't felt right. I said up, you know the word.
Shout out music production, shout out video production, that fam. It's your boy man Lion Jazz, and I'm out here, fam. Like to see that man's also posting on his own channel and that, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood? But it's your boy man Lion Jazz, and I'm out here, fam. In a bit, people, man. Shout out Izzie and the gang 10 times, fam. In a bit.
Bar after bar after bar after bar after bar, I'm too persistent. Whip in chrome and no cast. Get it on my own, no collab. But a bar with me, that's a body bag. Your mans want smoke, then he leaves with a toe tag. Whole squad hit with a double mag Glock. Got left in the street and the body's getting chucked. Bullets with names and your shit's getting popped. Better be with me and the bag's getting cocked. Still gotta chase the bag, humble. Ain't gotta brag in the league on my own, and my stats getting flagged. Hit me for the feet, got verses in stats. Come through like the queen, gotta pay that tax. Premium sir.